Hey Sneak Peekers, it's Alyson Fluhart here at the 2017 South by Southwest Film Festival. We're here to talk to the cast and crew of AMC's new TV series, The Sun.
I've done a lot of bad things in my time. What was it all for?
I play Eli McCullough. Eli McCullough is the patriarch of the family, the McCullough family. So he's a man that has been born of violence, born of a very traumatic life in the sense that he was abducted by the Comanche when he was young, and he's a man that is very much of his time in the sense that he's forward-thinking. He's the most forward-thinking of his family. He has two sons, and he is a cattle baron, and he knows that that era is now passing, and it deals with immigrants, it deals with the vengeance and the brutality of 1848 and 1915. And he's a kind of an American archetypal hero.
This is obviously a show that is very well thought out and has a lot to say about society and about history. What do you hope that people take away when watching this show?
Oh my God, you just hope that they're going to be entertained. You want people to be entertained. You want people to be able to have an insightfulness into their own history. To shoot the series here in Austin, where it was written, where the story and the family lived their lives in the period. You would like people to go back to the history books and reinvestigate where they come from. But you want to have people engrossed, or you want to transport people, always.
What do you hope people take away from this story as like a lesson?
I think the reason to do this, and one of the reasons that I got really excited about it as a work of art, is it is a look at the cultural divides that have always existed in this country. And yeah, I'm distracted too because Pierce is over there. That these cultural divides that exist in the country have always been there, and we sort of pretend that we're one nation indivisible and we make people stand with their hand on their heart, but the truth is America was born in conflicts. Like, everybody who has anything of value in America at one point took it from someone else by force, and that happened going all the way back to, Columbus, seeing the Native Americans in the Bahamas and saying, they look like they'd be excellent servants because they don't know how to make good weapons. And that's always been the way we are. And I think that if we understand that about the United States, then we can sort of look at the people who think differently than we do, and we can start having a conversation about how you bridge those gaps.
What's the structure like of the show? How did you tell this like multi-generational story over the course of multiple episodes?
So in the book we have three kind of overlapping storylines, and in the show we have two. So in the show we see Eli McCullough as a young man when he's about 15, and we see him as kind of late middle age. He's trying to hold on to his crumbling empire. Jeannie McCullough, who's a bigger character in the book than she is in the first season, eventually will take over the show, because the show also will go over about 150 years. So eventually Pierce Brosnan will age out of the show. We'll have an actor change, kind of like what Moonlight did. And so we'll have brand new actors who are playing these characters kind of later on in their life.
So you really see all three generations together, which didn't happen in Philip's book. So that changed a lot of the family dynamics, and I think made them better for television, because what works in a novel doesn't always work the same way, because television's a medium where you have to show. You can't sort of take long deep dives into character psyche the way that you can in the book, and the way that Philip marvelously did in the book. Another thing we did was we built to the inciting incident with the Garcia family, which I won't mention because I don't want to spoil anything, but that's like the first thing that happened in the novel, and it's the last thing that happens in our season 1.
Thanks for watching, guys. You can catch The Sun on Sundance TV and AMC on April 8th.